Cambridge. She's opened for Etta May before. She's hilarious. Please give a very warm welcome to Miss Meg Mark, everyone.
Yeah!
Wow, keep it going for your host, everybody! Yeah, such a fun crowd. I did something crazy today. I was like, okay, it's a holiday weekend coming up. Probably nobody's going to be around. This is the perfect time to invite my coworkers to a comedy show, you know? Nobody will come. Make some noise if you're here and you're associated with my work.
Yeah!
All of them fucking came. They are all here, which is great. Thank you all so much for coming. It's a really good idea to invite your coworkers to watch you do comedy if you want to have a giant anxiety attack. And it's not entirely their fault. Like, I've been in New York for 14 years, so I have this terrible anxiety going on. A few weeks ago, I was like, I can't take it anymore. And I went to the doctor, and I was like, how can you help me? And he was like, well, I can prescribe you some anti-anxiety pills. I was like, okay, but FYI, I have a history of pill addiction. He's like, FYI, these are non-addictive. I was like, FYI, that sounds like a challenge. So I didn't get the pills right. I called my sister, I'm telling her, and then she starts bragging to me. She's all like, oh, I just gave birth naturally. You know, I gave birth without an epidural. I'm like, oh yeah, well I wrote a joke without taking a Xanax. It was a little bit of a hard year for me. I was unemployed for a little bit, so I'm so happy to be working at this company. But yeah, I got employed, and our company is called Handy. Try telling your mom that, like, the only worst name for a company would be Blowy. And quite honestly, I'm much more qualified to work at Blowy. But my boss was like, oh, this is good enough. Bring her on. It's a startup, which is all right. Like, it's cool. Things are awesome. Like, I get to dress casually, you know? But then the guys are taking advantage of it. They start coming in wearing rompers. It's terrible. Like, nobody wants that. You know, like, you cannot make a third more than me and then spend the money on the wardrobe that I want to have. And also, I know your girlfriend likes you and everything, but it's not sexually attractive. Like, I would fuck a guy in a romper if I wanted to fuck a paper doll. Oh my god, I love these guys. It's just like a little echo over here. It's so great. I don't know. I think it's funny that this show is called Shame, and I don't know if you noticed, but I'm the only woman on the entire lineup. Yeah, thank you. What a bit of false advertising on their part. Don't you should just be a lineup of women, front to back, right? Then we could just be like, you body shame, you career shame, you mom shame, you know? Just like, get it all out. Shame! 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 Instead, I just feel like I'm in a Game of Thrones episode. Like someone's gonna rip all my clothes off and throw their poop at me. Shame! Okay, now I just sound like my mother. I'm a confident woman, though. You guys like confident women in here?
Woo!
Yes. Yes, we love confident women. Confidence is beautiful. We just don't like women who are confident about being beautiful, right? You know, then they're conceited. Yeah, you get it, girl. You know. Like, One Direction has that song about it. They sing like, oh, she don't know she's beautiful. Like, the best thing about that girl is her low self-esteem. My coworker Maria, she's always like, oh my God, Meg, you look so pretty today. I don't understand. How are you still not married? Like, oh my God, yeah, Maria, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem fair, does it? Like, you've been happily married for what, like 5 years now, and you're so fucking ugly. Don't worry, Maria's not here. Oh my God. Who's in relationships here? Make some noise. Do we have anyone who's in? Yes, all right. I'm also in a relationship. You know that thing when you meet someone, you're like, this is good, but then you have that moment when you're like, okay, this is going somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? Like that first big milestone. So I had that a week in. with my boyfriend. Our first big milestone, he removed his wedding ring. Don't worry. Like a couple weeks later, he sent me a copy of his divorce papers. We're in the clear. But then I have a copy of his divorce papers, like sitting on my coffee room table. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? You know? Should I just hang them on the wall next to my diplomas? I'm just kidding, obviously. Only an asshole would hang their diplomas. He and I both have had a hard year. Both his parents died this year. Yeah, his dad and then his mom, all within 12 months. And as a person, you hear that and you're like, oh my God, that's sad. And then as a girlfriend, you hear that and you're like, oh my God, Christmas at my house forever! So we're going to Christmas at my house this year. And every year. It's my house. My house is a fantastic, festive place to be. My stepdad's nickname is Elf. Yeah, and growing up, I was like, that's such a great nickname for him. Like, he's so short, and he's a builder, and he's so good at wrapping presents. Perfect. And then, when I was 9 years old, my stepsister's half-brother told me, yeah, I'm trash, try and keep up. My stepsister's half-brother told me, that's not why they call him Elf. They call him Elf because in college, he was so good at rolling joints, he helped all his friends roll their joints like Santa's little helper. And at 9 years old, I was fucking traumatized, you know? I was like, that can't be true. And so I went into his office, and I started looking around, and I found weed, guys. I found weed, and then I started like sneaking around, following him, and I caught him smoking weed. And I went up to my mom, I was like, Mom, Dad smokes pot. And she looked me dead in the eyes, and she was like, no, he doesn't. And that was the year I found out that my stepdad is a pothead, my mother is a liar, Santa Claus is not real, and the guy who shows up to my house every year in April wearing a bunny costume is just my cousin who's on meth. Who's local here? Any local historians? Yeah, a couple people. Okay, so you know a lot of the bars around here are BYOB. Bring your own baby. Yeah, I don't, it's so hard for me when I'm like drinking in a bar and I see a baby across the room and I'm just like, oh, you are coming home with me. I turn into Kathy Bates in Misery, you know, like, Oh, and then like I'm the weird one because I asked to hold the baby. I thought the baby was in the bar because it wanted to be social. I don't have any kids yet, mostly because every time I think I'm pregnant, I keep taking the Plan B. Which is weird for me to say because Plan B is always my Plan A. And I got some the other week, and I'm going to check out at the counter, and I had to spend $1 more to use my coupon because I'm the kind of girl who buys her abortion pills with coupons. And the lady behind the counter, she's like, oh, why don't you have a caramel? They're just $1. Have a caramel. I'm like, no thanks, Cindy. I'm not big on the sweets. She was like, no, trust me. Have a caramel. You're going to want the Plan B. Wash it down with the caramel. She's pushing the caramel so hard. I swear to God, her manager's back there like, here's what the kids want these days, Cindy. They're fucking and they need their sugar fix. God, Cindy, I'm in sales, you're in sales. Like, just upsell me a pack of tissues so I can blow the cum out of my nose. I have looked into becoming a foster mom, and I started to apply, and then I realized they drug test you. So there's no way I'm going to pass, right? There's no way that I have done hard enough drugs to remind them of their parents. I am a dog mom, though. I love my dog very much. He's 12 years old now. And he I know, he's old, he's like really shaky. He's a Michael J. Fox Terrier. Shame. I am an animal lover though, so is my friend. My friend loves animals so much he's vegan. But he's kind of a dick. He's so mean all the time. We always get in fights, and I'm so tired of having to remind him, like, hey buddy, people are animals too. One more thing and then I'll get out of here. I just think the most unbelievable thing about Santa Claus is that he's a man. Women make the holidays happen, right? We can all agree that's on us. Like, if Santa Claus was a man, there'd be a lot of little girls out there getting quail hunting kits. For well, what man do you know is secure enough in his sexuality that he drives a sleigh? Okay, guys, give it up for your host. Thank you all so much.